south? Perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 6 match.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of luck. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with a life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why do you talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move it was all a dream. Keep on talking and talking that pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it is time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
The weather this time of year in the south? Perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Ready.
Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Okay, ready?
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Back to throw, Howell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that...
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. With touchdown. touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Falcons nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Ritter will set up to throw it. That one deep for London. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's how to throw on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying it up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. This defense for the Commanders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Robinson will try to pick it up. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. The Falcons at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Ritter. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Commanders 7, Falcons 0.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Chase Young drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
For the Falcons field goal, a 27-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on a 3-run there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Howell's throw taken in by Pringle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. at their 49-yard line.
Howell down to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. It's Howell with another throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Howell got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This 2nd and 4. 2nd down, Howell now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. The coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Howell out of the shotgun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Howell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Robinson on a give right side. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. He's got his man London right side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Robinson will score. Touchdown and one. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the choke.
I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Point after here coming up. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, two's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover mid. He knows how to get open downfield. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Howell. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Commanders.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really not going to do it for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Powell's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Ritter with it after the play fake. And that's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterbacks
quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football. I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Howell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. On 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. And incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Howell looking to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Here's 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. In this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they go play action with Howell. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal.
Another throw for Howell.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Look like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Howell, 3rd and goal.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On the run, it's Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Washington on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Ritter. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Ritter. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Let's go. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On the double. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Robinson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Robinson again, and this time he is in for a Falcon touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Powell out of the shotgun. This is caught. It's Brown. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And his throw here is incomplete. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
And once more, Howell back to the air. That is intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I should have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Here's second and a yard. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Ritter. Dumps this one off to Algier.
Short gain last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Here comes second down. Now Ritter.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Another try, second and 10 now. Ritter wants to throw it.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Ritter. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons come up with